My name is Debbie Hecht. I've been the campaign coordinator for the 2% Land Fund since 2005. I co-authored both existing amendments with Councilmember Brenda Ford, and I served on the PONC Commission. Thank you for taking time from your families and your work to represent the people of Hawaii County. Do you realize that almost all the testimony at the Charter Commission regularly scheduled meeting and the public meetings was about strengthening the 2% Land Fund? As you make your decisions about proposed modifications to strengthen the Land Fund program, please remember that 63% of voters voted in favor of the program 3 times, and all of the people you've heard from, except for 3, want to strengthen the 2% Land Fund program. Since 2006, the 2% Land Fund has purchased 4,400 acres. 2,200 acres are being added when Waikapuna in Ka'u is purchased. The stewardship groups who care for these lands have received only 9% of all the money deposited in the maintenance fund, and only 14 properties have been acquired over the past 13 years. We can do better. One paid staff person who works only on the Land Fund program would help to be able to do more real estate deals, find more matching funds, and help the stewardship groups with their proposals and good works. We thank Commissioner Hopkins for his modifications to the clarifying proposal. What we'd like to see would be pay for the salary, wages, and benefits of one full-time staff member employed by the Department of Finance, dedicated only to the activities contained within this section and Section 10-16 of the Charter. This is in addition to a staff person provided for in the Hawaii County Code to assist the Public Access, Open Space, and Natural Resources Commission. We are worried about the existing language because staff can mean 1, 10, 12 people. There's no way to monitor that, and we think that this is a necessary staff position, and one person that is well-skilled in land conservation could do the job. And that's in addition to, and the other reason is because a property management person, I have the, and I sent it to you, can earn up to $88,000 a year. So with wages and benefits, that would be about $100,000 a year. And we really want to honor what people voted for and not deplete the purchasing power of the fund or the potential for matching funds. So real estate deals are time sensitive and require sellers. We need someone to work only on these land acquisitions. Willing sellers want to be paid as soon as possible because the taxes keep mounting up in the property and they could have a use for the money. A lot of times in land conservation purchases, the properties fall out because the sellers get frustrated. So you need somebody to watchdog the process, from endangered species reports to the very detailed appraisals and on and on and on. So on CA 18, mahalo to Commissioner Rice, who has accomplished so much for the maintenance fund. Councilmember Brenda Ford and I wrote this amendment in 2012 because over and over we heard, why should we save more land? The county doesn't take care of what we have now. That's all true, and we heard from county people, we can't take care of all this. So we tried to empower and enable the volunteer groups who are already caring for these lands. They formed nonprofit 501c3s, they elected boards. In rural areas with small populations, many of the board members were also workers on the land. The way the present language reads is board members can't work on the land, they can't be paid. So what happens is that there have been people that have actually resigned from boards in order to go do the contract work that they're doing anyway. And especially in rural areas, there's not that many people to work. So that's why that's important. And every single one of the groups that I spoke with that have received stewardship money said they needed to be able to pay people to work on the land. So at the last meeting, we went round and around calling for points of order or pointing at Robert's Rules of Order, and there is a case to be made for a motion to rescind. You can suspend the rules if you want. You can do the right thing and approve the proposal for CA 18. We can call in a professional parliamentarian from Oahu. But how does all this maneuvering support and strengthen the 2% land fund program, which was requested in testimony to you over and over by citizens? You can approve or vote down any amendment you choose. I hope you will thoroughly consider all the testimony, and please, please help strengthen the land fund. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. If I could ask Leslie Colbrooks, please, to come to the microphone. Ms. Stambro.
Thank you. You've all heard more than you probably ever thought you would ever want to know about 2% before you joined this committee. And I'm really glad that you did. You might have voted, you may not have voted, but you know a lot now. I'm not going to reiterate what Debbie just said. What she said was in a nutshell. We've said it over and over again. It needs to be supported. It needs to move ahead. I remember in the very first days when Harry put the first person into place, I went, wow, how's this going to work? This person doesn't know anything about what he's doing. He has no passion for what he's doing. And it never moved forward from there. Very slow. So please listen to all you've heard. Listen to the voters that have voted over the years and make your decisions. But thank you again. I didn't, for supporting the 2% and for only one person, not staff, the word staff, it needs to be a singular person on however you're going to change that to clarify that.